Who say does that stars?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and an outdoor. Both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket could come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
A look at the Magic starting group. Tiny out there with the great one. And there's Cartwright, and there's B-Train, and it's the closer in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Bailey. Launches from deep. It's no good, misses his first shot of the night. The great one passes to B-Train. And here is Cartwright. Here's B-Train. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Kafka. Drains it from beyond the arc.
3 points.
And here's Boston. It's a 3-point game. Harris outside. Pass to the Cobra. Harris outside. The Cobra passes to Bailey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the middle, picked him clean. Just 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And that one misses. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it's blocked. Here's the closer. Pass to B-Train. Here's the great one. And here is Cartwright. The Magic again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Medina. Gets an open look and hits.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. B-Train misses. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Harris. The rebound by Cartwright. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's the great one. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
And they'll keep possession. Puts up a deep 3, and the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Both good from the line that time.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. Pass to B-Train. Here's the great one. Rebound, Boston. Torres got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Puts up a 3. They get it back. The Magic have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Count that bucket.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Out to the right wing. Down low, Phelps. And the layup falls.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Magic have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Tiny. Cartwright with it. To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's the great one. Torres grabs the rebound. Torres got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bailey. Fires for 3. The rebound by Cartwright.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Cartwright. The closers checked in for the Celtics. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Boston trailing. Harris outside. To the left side wing. Goes up from the top of the key. Here's Medina. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
The closer, that's good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And we got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the Magic. Harris looking it over. Pass to the closer. Here's Torres. No scoring in this one. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 3. And here's Harris from the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's B-Train. Here's the closer, guarded by Harris. The closer passes to B-Train. And it's blocked. In the corner, it's Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. They set the pick. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Here's the closer. Harris outside. Here's Torres. Off target from 3-point range. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. They get it again. The great one passes to B-Train. A shot off that time. The Celtics shooting just 35% to start the game. Inside, Torres laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
B-Train passes to the closer. There's the screen. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Curry's checked in for Boston. And a switcher also for Orlando. The franchise is checked in for the Great One. Here's B-Train. Puts it up from 15. And that's good off the glass that time. B-Train's got 6 points. And so Curry will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. To the paint. Here's Medina. Mr. Perfect with the rebound. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Tiny. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. B-Train passes to the franchise. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Curry. From deep. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points for B-Train.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to Tiny. Here's the closer. Here's B-Train. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Traore grabs the rebound. Traore's got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Harris. Pass to the closer. Here's B-Train for 3. No good there. Here's B-Train. He's got 6. Chen passes to B-Train. 3-pointer. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
To the middle, here's the franchise. Chen passes to B-Train. Inside, here's the franchise. And Boston with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here is Harris. It's Curry outside. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. Some changes for Boston. The Great One comes in for Boone. And it's Bottoms in for Harris. Then for the Magic. The Great One's checked in for Tiny. Shake and Bake comes in for the closer. And the Great One subbed in for B-Train.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's the franchise. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Magic lead by 1.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
Bailey passes to Curry. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bailey. 5 points in the game. Connects on the 17-footer. Bailey's got 7.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's the franchise. Pass to Shake and Bake. The rebound by the closer. Celtics shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creepy out there. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good. The Celtics making a switch here.
At the line for 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's the franchise, guarded by Curry. 4 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. 6 points for the franchise. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics up by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Curry. The closer is out there with Bottoms. Then there's Prez. And it's Prelzic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Chen passes to the franchise. From outside the arc, buries it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to the closer. Stolen by Conley. Rebound, Boston.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Prelzic the pass to Curry. Here's the screen. Down low. Here's Prelzic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
The Cobra, he's checked in for the closer. Now here's Curry. To the inside. And they're pushing it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Orlando, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And both free throws good for Cartwright. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to the great one. Now here's Curry from the arc. Shake and bake, grabs the miss. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's the great one. The layup off target. Left side Curry. John, the pass to Prelzic. Now Curry launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Celtics. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And he makes both free throws. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bailey passes to John. Here's the great one. To the paint. Here's Cartwright. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. Celtics trail by 3. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Bailey. His three-pointer's off the mark.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, it's Curry with the drive. Orlando leading by 3. Here's Mr. Perfect inside the franchise.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Up top, Curry. And Curry throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The franchise passes to the great one. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Bailey. He's got 9. Just 5 to shoot.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to the franchise. Fires the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
There's a screen. Down low. It's tipped. From 10 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Bailey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. B-Train's checked in for Prez, and Harris subbed in for Curry. Here's the franchise. 14 points for him. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's the great one missing. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's B-Train. He's got 11. Here's Bailey. Boston again missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Orlando, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The first one falls. And the Celtics making a change here. Curry's checked in. Shake and Bake's checked in for Orlando. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Celtics trail by 4. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Attention fans.
Here's Phelps. Over to the left wing. From past the arc. Curry. Good. Curry's got 11.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's the closer. He has 6. The franchise can't hit. Here's the Cobra. They set the pick. Into the lane, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. There's Prozic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 6 points for the great one. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Pass to the Cobra. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
There's B-Train. They need this. Out of hand on it. Over to the wing. Pass to B-Train. This one for 3. A rebound by the franchise.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's the closer. And there's a whistle that goes on B-Train. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
There's B-Train. 6 points for him. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Shake and Bake's shot is good. Shake and Bake's got 5 points so far.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Pass to B-Train. Back to Curry. Here's the great one. Celtics passing it around. Here's a screen. Medina. The rebound by Cartwright. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Magic have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Boston's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Fung. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to the Cobra. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside Curry to end the run. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's B-Train. He's got 8. And here is Cartwright, guarded by Harris. Here's the franchise. A shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The franchise has got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic. The Celtics shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Curry looking around. Pass to the Cobra. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. The Cobra's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's B-Train. It's hauled in by Harris. There's B-Train. Pass to the Cobra. Here's the great one. Boston needs to get off a shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one drops. Bailey, he's checked in for Curry. Orlando also making some changes. The great ones checked in for shake and bake, and it's Tiny in for the franchise. Orlando's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. 124 left now here in the second. Here's B-Train. He's got 8. An easy 2 points on the layup. B-Train's got 10 points in the game.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Pass to the great one. Here's the Cobra. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Magic. Tiny's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's B-Train, guarded by Harris. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Cartwright with it. Here's the great one. That one misses. Bailey passes it to Medina. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Tiny. Here's B-Train. Here's Fung. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Magic lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
55.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so in the game for the Magic, Tiny out there with the closer. And there's B-Train. Then there's the great one. And it's Cartwright in at the shooting guard position. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
B-Train passes to Tiny. To the middle. Here's the great one. The rebound by the Celtics. Traore's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Harris. The Celtics working the ball around now for the lead. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Celtics. Here's Tiny. Lets it go from deep. The Magic again can't hit.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
To the right side. Back to Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Team foul.
First one falls for him.
Line for the Celtics. Harris at the line for 2 shots.
And Harris drops them both. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's B-Train, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to the Cobra. For the 3. Harris misses. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Traore. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
At the line for your Celtics, Traore.
And the free throw, no good. The Magic trail by 3. Cartwright with it. Pass to B-Train. The Magic again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Magic ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now Cartwright out to the wing. Here's Tiny to the paint. There's the steal. Here's Phelps. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's B-Train. He's got 12. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Harris. Here's Bailey. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's a 7-point Boston lead.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Orlando's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's the closer. 8 points for him. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now just a 3-point Celtic lead. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to B-Train. Harris outside. Here's the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Harris has got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
At the line for the Magic, number 22, shooting 1.
Celtics leading by 3. Here's B-Train. 11 points in the game. A 3-ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Cartwright. The closer passes to the great one. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Bailey. 19 points in the game. There's the pick. Inside, another steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Cartwright the pass to Beatrice. Traore grabs the rebound. Traore's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. There's B-Train. The rebound by the closer. The Magic trail by 6. Pass to B-Train. Here's the closer. Fires the three. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. Here's B-Train. Out to Harris. Shoots over Cartwright. Releases from the wing and drills it. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for Boston.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's B-Train. He's got 15. Cartwright gets the bucket. Cartwright's got 8 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Bailey. He's got 19. Down low. Here's Sorey. And he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
The shot by Tiny, no good. Boston leading by 7. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to the closer. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. He's got 13.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Shoots the three. The Cobras shot is off. The Magic trail by 6. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the layup. And that's now 6 points for the Great One.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Bailey. They set the pick. Cans it from downtown. Bailey's got 11 points in the quarter.
And it took him a little while, but he's really got that three working now. This has been a different quarter for him.
Here's the closer. 13 points in the game. B-Train misses. Here's B-Train. Harris outside. Pass to B-Train. Here's Bailey. There's the three. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's B-Train. He's got 15. Here's Fung. The rebound by the Celtics. Sorey's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's the Cobra. Pass to Bailey. From downtown. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Cartwright. Pass to Tiny. Stolen. Now Harris. He's got 12. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Bailey. Here's the Cobra. The three. It doesn't go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harris on the double team. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Mr. Perfect's got his third bucket of the night.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Bailey. Takes a three. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 5th assist in this one.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 7 points in the game.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. It's tipped. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to the closer. Lock at 6. B-Train passes to the great one.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Celtics leading by 8. Here's B-Train. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bailey. Off target with his 3. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's the great one. 10 points for him. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Austin making some changes. The great one's checked in for Boom. Prez comes in for B-Train, and Curry subbed in for Harris. Orlando also making some changes. Shake and Bake's checked in for Tiny. The franchise comes in for the closer, and the great one subbed in for B-Train. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. The closer's checked in for Boston.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 10.
1:03 left to play in the third. To the inside. Here's Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Over in the corner, Prez. Pass to Bailey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the great one. It's deflected. Conley with it. Here's the franchise. 18 points for him. Chen passes to the franchise. There's the pick. Lets it go with the 3. Here's the great one. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, a big man with a big finish.
Here's Bailey. And he has 28 points for the game. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bailey's got 31 points. Here's the great one. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got the Cobra. Harris is out there with Curry, and it's the closer. And it's Prelzic in its center. That's the Boston 5. Pass to the Cobra. The tray. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
The closer passes to Prelzic. Out to Harris. Here's the great one, and he drops it in from the low post. And now a 12-point Boston lead. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's B-Train, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back. Harris
a screen. Here's Here's the Cobra. Curry with a wide open look. Out to Harris. They set the screen. Shoots over Cartwright. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Mr. Perfect. Tries the spin move. The Cobra with the rebound.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Chen. And Boston with the rebound. The Great Ones got 6 rebounds in the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fast break, here we go. Here's Chen. It's deflected. And they get it back. Here's the franchise. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Harris passes to the Cobra. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Number 23.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Magic with the ball. They trail by 11. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And he drives in. The franchise. Some solid defense from Harris. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. High post shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
The free throw drops for Curry. Boomer, he's checked in for the closer. And the Magic making a change here as well. Tiny, he's checked in for shake and bake. The Magic trail by 13. Has to be Train. Oh, Cartwright. A 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Boy, that's just great passing out of the double team. They had him bottled up, but he manages to create an easy basket out of all that pressure.
Harris outside. Boston, no good that time either. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And the basket by Tiny.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
To the paint, here's Cartwright, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Number 23.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
From 15 feet away, here's Chen. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Harris outside. Back to Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And here is Cartwright. Has to be Train. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Kafka. Toure grabs the rebound. Boston leading by 9. Here's the Great One. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Mr. Perfect. And up the court come the Celtics on the break.
Magic foul. First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Celtics.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Celtics. B-Train's checked in for the great one. The closer comes in for Harris. And it's Bottoms in for Curry. The Magic also changing it up. The great one comes in for Cartwright. And the closer subbed in for B-Train. Here's the franchise.
Celtics foul. Third personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Magic, number 23.
First free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. Harris is checked in. B-Train's checked in for Orlando. And so he hits both. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Bailey. There's the pick. Jacks up a three. A rebound by the franchise. The franchise has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's B-Train. Lets it go from 14. Jump shot is good that time. B-Train's got 19 points. The Celtics have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. There's B-Train. Puts up a deep three. Bailey misses. The Magic trail by 9. Here's the great one. Pass to the franchise. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Harris. And another miss by Boston. The Magic have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No good on that. The Magic making a switch here. Cartwright's checked in. And he's good on the second. And it's Harris with the ball for the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Bailey. Lets it go from 11. He gets it in there. Bailey's got 33 points. The Magic trail by 10. B-Train passes to the great one. Here's the closer. Pass to B-Train. Top of the key. And Boston with the rebound. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bailey. Launches it. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got 4 rebounds in this game. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cartwright's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Works that one inside nicely.
Pass to the Cobra. Here's Bailey. And that one is off. There's the triple. The rebound by the Celtics. Eugene at the pass to Harris. And up the court from the Magic on the break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Has to be trained. Shoots. Yep, right through the net. And the Celtics lead by 7. Magic shooting 43% for the game. Here's B-Train. That's tipped. Here's B-Train. Pass to the Cobra. Driving the lane, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Bailey misses. The Magic trail by 9. There's B-Train. Pass to the great one. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. The great one's got 10 points in just the second half. Boston leading by 7. Here's the Cobra. Has to be trained. There's a good screen. Here's Traoré. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. .102 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Medina. Misses the chippy right there. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. .46 seconds left in the game. Here's Cartwright. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's the Cobra, and he commits the intentional foul.
Number 22, second personal foul, 4th team foul.
Harris draws the double. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Pass to Tiny. There's B-Train. Here's Kafka. Here's the great one. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Team is in the penalty.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's Fung. The wing jumper off target. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the